It's Letsfit Smart Watch fitness tracker with heart rate monitor, activity tracker with 1.3-inch touchscreen IP68, waterproof pedometer, smartwatch with sleep monitor, step counter for women and men. Hey, and welcome to the channel. I wanted to give my honest review today on the Letsfit Smart Watch. I want to give the pros, the cons, and my honest opinion on if I think that it's worth it or not. So let's dive into it. So again, guys, this one is the green that I went for. I really like it. It feels like it's very sporty with at the same time have a classic look. I do like the way that this band feels. They are interchangeable. You can just unclip them here and purchase more. The watch itself does have a good minimalist look to it. It does look like its other competitor smartwatches out there. People will think it's probably a more expensive watch. But diving right into it, you do have the on button, one button on. So here is the on, what it looks like. This is only one face, which we'll get into more. Immediately when you go to the left, there's a few options. The heart rate one, I leave on all the time. It kind of gives you a history of what is going on with your heart through the day. You can see when you were most active through the day, when you were least active. I like the history of it because it does give you an idea of where your resting heart rate is. This next button here is going to be your wrist sensor, so whenever you do that motion, that makes you want to look like you're looking at your watch. Obviously, sometimes it does go off when you're just moving your wrist in a certain way, but overall it's really responsive correctly whenever you do that motion. The only thing is you probably want to turn it off when you go to bed. I toss and turn at night and it seems to turn on all of a sudden and I'm waking up to my watch shining in my face. Right, and then night mode is obviously what it looks like. You turn it on whenever you do not want to be disturbed through the rest of the night. Keeping in mind that this watch does give you a lot of notifications through the day. Then there is a Find My Phone feature, which is actually really cool. The one thing about it is, though, it does need to be connected Bluetooth at the time in order to find it. When you scroll to the right, you have a heart rate, which you can actually take your heart rate at any time. So about the heart rate monitor, I think it's a good heart rate monitor. You want to give it a good 15 to 30 seconds to give you an accurate read. There have been times where I'm working out and I know that my heart is racing and it does take a few seconds just to kind of get up there. But it's definitely fine if you're patient and you want to get that accurate read. When you're doing the heart rate, these two will blink. So sometimes when you're sitting there, it'll just blink on you randomly. It's just taking your heart rate for tracking purposes. There is a sport mode, which is very cool. There is run, walk. There's a number of sport modes here. I have yet to do yoga. One thing that I did like about the sport mode is that the accuracy as far as the calories burned. I have a screenshot here of the biking app that I use as well as the watch itself, and you can see that it's actually really closely related. It just basically calculated, okay, I was working out on the bike for this amount of time, it calculates to this many calories burned. There is a relax feature that helps you with breathing techniques. There's also an alarm mode. This is an alarm mode for my schedule, waking up 7 o'clock Monday through Friday. The music controller is pretty cool. If I'm listening to music on my phone, all I have to do is tap the music controller and it'll access that. So it's just going to give you a play, a rewind, a next track feature. But you know, for just being away from your phone and wanting to just change it real quick, like if you are working out, it's not too bad. It does have a timer setting. The only thing about the timer setting that I wasn't thrilled about was that it does take up your screen entirely during this time. So if I try and get out of it, it doesn't let me. That was kind of annoying, but I think you're considering this isn't your phone that has multiple things running at once, so it wasn't bad. Alright, if we jump into the settings, we do get into some of the fun stuff. We have our dial here where you can actually pick which face you want. They are limited ones. I think it only is this 4. Obviously they could come out with more later, but I usually like this one. I think it kind of matches with whatever personality or mood you're in, so it's not bad. It's a good, at least a few choices there. The dimming, I do have the dimming on high for this video. This is the medium, which I usually have it on. That's great in the sunlight. That's fine at night. Again, it's going to be giving a lot of light when you're in the midst of a dark room, but I think for the sunlight that's perfect. And again, I use mine a lot and that's not hurting the battery at all. Then you just have a quick shutdown feature at the bottom of the settings. I do have a sports record section, which is really cool. It's going to have the information about your last dates. Now the app will have more information on there, but this is a good little quick view of your daily workout if you wanted to know what you did today. So let's move on to the notifications and the messages. When I scroll down, it's going to give me things like my calendar notifications as well as a text message. Apparently Alex was wondering really where, not sure why. But from here it's pretty cool because you do get a list of your notifications and you just need to go to the bottom and clear them all. And there's a nice little clear all. There you go. Do you want to clear all of them? Done. So when we slide up, we get our steps first. I'm at 8,000 steps. I need a few more to hit my 10,000 goal. We get our distance in miles. We get our calories burned. You can set a goal on, all these are customizable, so you can set a goal of whatever you want. And last, we get a week total, which could be really helpful if you are slacking on one day and you want to try and improve the rest of the week. You at least kind of have that minimum of where you want to be. So what you think, Dexter? Oh, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. You guys like my shirt? It says Michael Leica. That's because I do like this watch. I think for the price, it is very well worth the money. I will put a link below. I do not get anything for this link. A big pro to me was the waterproof feature because I like to put something on and just leave it. I want to go to the sink, wash my hands, take a shower, dry off. I don't even have to think about my watch. In fact, I get a few steps in the shower, just turning it around. Another huge pro for me was the battery life. Even when I use it the most, I was getting about 10% a day. So on 100% battery, I can go about 10 days, even with heavy use of checking it, high LED lighting and everything. So being able to just charge it maybe once every week and a half or so is really beneficial, that it only takes 2 hours or 3 hours to charge, and that way I'm able to wear it for another week and a half. I didn't want something that I was gonna need to worry about all the time, like my phone. Another pro is that I feel like it gives you the stats that you don't know if you don't have any kind of smartwatch, like your sleeping habits. You can know if how much deep sleep you're getting, how much light sleep you're getting, which may be affected by other things. Maybe your diet, maybe your exercise, maybe your caffeine, maybe your sugar intake. It can all be kind of tracked now, and you can take better care of your health. Yes, the Apple Watch and yes, the Samsung Watch is going to be a heavy competitor that's going to do a lot more, but you can't compare the price range when you can buy almost 6 or 7 of the same type of watch for the same price. I'm definitely excited about it. I'm definitely using it every day, and it's already helping me keep in better shape. I am wanting to make more videos in the future like this, either review videos. Maybe I'll take a video where I do 10,000 steps. I also have a French Bulldog who's drinking water right now. Very thirsty. Maybe I'll put my pedometer watch on the French Bulldog to get him 10,000 steps. I hope you liked the video today, guys. I hope it was informative. I hope it gave you some good information. I will be making more content. If you'd like to subscribe, like the video, or leave me a comment below. What did you like about this video? What didn't you like? Please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I appreciate y'all's time today. I mean, what are you supposed to call that? The Letsfit Smart Watch?
I don't think you can call it a smartwatch. That'd probably be some kind of trademark.
It's Letsfit Smart Watch, but then it adds all this stuff. It's like a smart TV. It's not trademarked, I don't think. I don't think.